One of the most engaging and most effective ways of creating a lead magnet for your website is to create a quiz. And I am sure you have seen those quizzes through Facebook where it's, what character from this sitcom are you most like, and all those personality based quizzes. And quizzes just really kind of appeal to our own natural curiosity about ourselves and about things that we want to find out more about. So there are a number of different companies that do offer quiz builders that you can use on your website. And this one is the one that I am using, and it is called Interact. If you follow my Facebook Live videos, you may have seen that I interviewed one of the founders over the summer, and they've made some recent updates to their product that are really, really exciting, and I want to share with you as well. But just to go over it very briefly, one of the main reasons that I like Interact is it is not a WordPress plugin and it is not dependent upon you having a WordPress site. So if you are using Kajabi or Squarespace or, God forbid, Wix or Weebly, there are options for you to be able to embed the quiz into your website. So you're not dependent on it being a WordPress only type of solution. And the other thing that I really like about them is, in addition to quizzes, they allow you to create giveaways or polls. And one of their greatest features is they have a very robust, easy for me to say, robust selection of templates that you can use, covering a variety of different kinds of interests and industries that give you a starting off point. You could use the template as it is if it fits, or you could adapt it, and customize it a little bit more. So they'll give you some live examples, some customer success stories. Here under integrations is another reason why I like them very much. If you wanted to use a quiz as a lead generation tool for your website, it integrates seamlessly with nearly every major email service provider. So we've got MailChimp and Aweber and even Constant Contact, which normally doesn't integrate with anything. Let's see. Basically, there's more than that. Let's get down here. Here we go. Infusionsoft, ConvertKit, Entreport, ActiveCampaign, Drip, blah, 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 blah. So you can see it really does have a lot of integration. And if for any reason your email service provider or marketing automation tool isn't on the list, there's Zapier. And so you could always use Zapier to create a Zap. So let me talk to you very briefly about some of the new things, and I can show you right here. So I happened to come across this morning. I received an email that they're offering this now, but I hadn't seen it in action until this morning. There was a blog post, and I'm going to show you the blog post in a minute, which was really great. A blueprint for how to create a quiz. I thought that was really great. But now this is something new that they've created, which is it will create a pop-up with questions right here. So for example, it says, have you ever considered using quizzes for marketing? I could click that and say yes. And it says, are you interested in any of these options? So I could say no. Or maybe I want to enroll in a free 7-day course on how to use quizzes for marketing, or create a free account with Interact. Let's say if I click that option, it would say here I could check out the free course. I can also share my results. And here is my free course. But of course, click here to subscribe to this course and get it by email. So this is a course where we want to have people click to opt in to our lists. So that's just an example of something that's new. So real quick, let me show you. I'm going to close out of here. I thought this was a fantastic blog post, how to brainstorm your quiz strategy. And this is something that if quizzes are new to you, I would highly recommend you go through this because it'll help you brainstorm your quiz strategy. I just repeated that title. So anyway, you get it. Now let me show you behind the scenes. And this is the dashboard in the back end of my account at Interact. Here I've got the quizzes, and here if I wanted to create a giveaway or a poll, I could do it right here. Now the cool thing is, let's just say I wanted to create a new quiz. Now remember, I told you they have, I think it's about 100 templates that will give you a launching pad to basically create your own quiz, and they've got them available by different interest and category. So let's say if your business was related to animals, you could check animals and you could say, what kind of animal are you? Which dog breed are you? That one's kind of silly. Or if you are in the coaching field, you could click coaching. What type of coach are you? Are you a negative person? What do you need more of in your life right now? And you could preview each of these quizzes so that you could get have the experience of what it's going to look like. So then if you wanted to use this quiz, you simply click that button and it will load the quiz right here, and you can then edit it. Now remember, I showed you that it integrates with a number of email service providers. So I would just say initially, I would say I'm going to turn on lead capture, and you can select the contact fields that you want to collect, the settings if you want to allow users to skip, and if you wanted to edit the form content. And then when you connect let's go ahead and connect the integration, you can see here again, ActiveCampaign, Aweber, ConvertKit, Drip, GetResponse, MailChimp. They really do integrate with a vast number of different email service providers. Now I have one more thing I wanted to show you. Let me get back. I'm going to save and exit. One of the things that came up that is also, again, one of the new things. Okay, sorry, I got a little distracted and went off track. One of the things that's new is this branching logic, and I'm going to turn that on. And what this does is it changes the actual layout of how you build your quiz, because it's going to give you greater flexibility to direct people to certain content or a certain result based on their answers. So for example, if I were to drag over one of these questions like this, I could create a link to another block and give somebody results. And so one of the examples, and this quiz is not a perfect example of what they showed as how you could use it, is let's say you are a food blogger and you could ask questions like, are you a vegetarian, or what kind of meals are you looking to prepare? And you could have people answer, and if people answer vegetarian, you could lead them to a result that was a vegetarian recipe, for example. So branching logic allows you, instead of everything being very linear, people's answers can lead them in a different direction or can end the quiz at that point. That probably wasn't the greatest explanation, but believe me, it's really, really fascinating. It's one of those things that you could experiment with, and it helps you also remember one of the goals of the quiz is to be able to segment people on your list by their specific interest or need, and that can help you do that even better. Now I'm going to show you, we're going to get out of this one. I'm going to take you over and I'm going to click on Share and Embed. So as I mentioned, this is where you have options on how you want to present your quiz. And from there, then we're going to talk about the different ways you can use this. So you can use it as a pop-up on your website. You can use it with as an announcement bar. You can set up your Facebook ad right here. You can get a direct link. So in other words, they're actually hosting your quiz for you. Or the more popular one would be to embed it on your website. And as I mentioned, you've got the option of using a WordPress plugin. And there is also short codes here that you can use to paste into your website to embed it. But if you have another option, such as a Kajabi site, you can use iframe, and you could just copy this code and paste it into a code section on your Kajabi site and actually embed the quiz. So that's one of the best things I think about Interact, as I mentioned at the beginning, was you can use it through a variety of different website platforms. And also, you could use it directly as using it as lead generation through a Facebook ad as well. So that was just a quick overview of Interact and a couple of their latest updates. What they call the modal, which was that pop-up that came up when we hit this page, and the branching logic that was available as well.